Hi, hello, good morning. Good morning, Stan. Wonderful to see you here. Um, Thank you all so much for stopping by my birthday stream today. It is very, very wonderful to have you. It might be a little shorter than usual because I am kind of wiped out after work, but we'll see how it goes and we'll see how long I can kind of continue going for because this is a game that I'm very, very excited to share with y'all. Um, Tea is brewed. We've got all that set. We have the peach tea that Twitter ended up voting on, so I'm very excited for that. Um, okay, let's see. Kicking into it, what are we playing today? We are playing Trails from Zero, which is the fourth game in the Trails franchise. It's the first game in what's known as the Crossbell arc, which is kind of the second major story arc of the series. This is a series that's very, very dear and kind of close to my heart. I really, really enjoy it. It's developed by Nihon Falcom, which is one of the oldest JRPG developers kind of in the industry. They've been around since um, honestly the 80s. They pioneered the action RPG genre. Um, they've kind of just been trucking along and putting out steady releases ever since then. So they're not as well known as some of the other companies like maybe Square Enix or the other big names in JRPGs, but they are still solid contenders, and I do really, really enjoy the stuff that they put out. The Trails franchise is kind of their big JRPG powerhouse. It's a series of games that are all interlinked story-wise. So they've got 10 games in the franchise currently available in the States right now. Um, those are the Sky trilogy, the Cold Steel games, and then Trails from Zero, which was just barely released this week, is the first in kind of the arc that bridges the Sky and the Cold Steel games. So the series was in kind of a weird place for a little while just because, like, you do need story information from the previous games to kind of fully grasp everything that goes on in the later entries, and we just didn't have any localizations for Trails from Zero and its sequel, Trails to Azure, for the longest time. That kind of changed about a year and a half, 2 years ago. A fan group called the Geofront put together some really comprehensive translations of both games, so people were able to play those in English for the first time. And then what ended up happening was that NIS America announced official localizations for both of those titles, and they ended up bringing on a lot of the same team from the Geofront, which was really, really exciting. So it was neat that they kind of did that and sort of brought on those fan teams to work on like the official releases of those games. Um, Let me get that started without further ado because I kind of want to just jump into this stuff because this is a game that's very I'm very excited for this release. I had my physical collector's edition come in a little bit early and I played that. Something to note is we will be playing on the PC version. I did get the PS4 version for both of my collector's editions, but something that hasn't been super heavily advertised is the PS4 versions are kind of just straight ports of what's called the Kai editions of the original games. So they're perfectly serviceable. You're still getting the same game, but on PC and Switch there are going to be um, some improvements graphics wise. There's going to be a couple performance updates as well, I believe. There's a whole series of blog posts like on the Steam page about what Durante, who is one of the community members, did in order to kind of improve the PC release. So we are going to be playing on PC, um, just because that is kind of the better experience, even though that's not super heavily advertised, unfortunately. Um, yeah, let's pull it up and kick over to the game screen real quick. Hold up. That's not a thing I want to do. Hello, Zero. Good morning. That's what I want to do. Alrighty. Ah, yes. Glad to see we're making use of the new redeems already. That's one that I had prepped for today's stream, and I was very excited to get that live. Thank you for that, Pats. Okay. As always, let me know if the audio needs any adjustment, but I think it should be pretty good. So, let's just get into new game, shall we? Thank you for the head pat stand. Much appreciated. Well, Tio? It's exactly as I suspected. The higher elements, time, space, and mirage, are indeed present. Just like the tower and temple. I was afraid of that. This will likely be our most difficult operation yet. I'm sure we'll run into more of those supernatural creeps here too. Thank you for the head pats, Abso. I can already tell this is going to be a pain in the ass. I see. Got it. Knowing our enemy, they'll try to ambush us. Everyone, keep your eyes open and stay sharp. I'll play as best girl. It's very important. What the? I can't even see the bottom. I wonder how far down it goes. From up here, I'm guessing it's at least a good 500 arch deep. Man, getting all the way down there is going to be one hell of a trip. Tio, what's wrong? Are you alright? You look so pale. I'm fine. It's just... this place brings back some unpleasant memories. Memories? Do you mean... that lodge on the Calvardian border where those bastards were all holed up, yeah? Yes. I believe this path was designed to resemble the road to Gehenna, symbolizing the intention of those who walk it to renounce Aidios and accept the devil's power, and to make all kinds of horrible offerings and sacrifices in exchange for that power. What vile people. No wonder this place is giving me such a bad vibe. In that case, our mission is clear. For the sake of those who helped us come this far, and for the girl who's waiting for us to come home, It's our duty to banish the shadows that lurk here and drag those devils out into the light. Oh my gosh. Zero, thank you so much for the reminder. I am a fool. Okay, let me get that changed right away. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm real smart. I usually... Okay, yeah. Now we could actually chat and do things. I'm very intelligent. Oh gosh. Okay, I am way more tired than I thought. That's great. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you for the poke, Zero. I very much appreciate that. Thank you. It's no bother. Thank you. Yes, no. Good. Thank you for doing that for me. Yes, hello everyone. Now we can actually use the chat as a chat. We'll put an end to all the suffering they've caused. Lloyd. Man, you outdid yourself this time, Lloyd. That's gotta be one of your cheesiest speeches yet. But I'm with you. They want devils? Well, let's give them hell. I agree. Aw, thank you, Zero. Our enemy is like a spider, hiding in its shadows and pulling the strings of its web. But we've come a long way. We're not rookies anymore. We can bring them to justice. Right. We'll definitely win. Okay, now that we can actually, like, use the chat, are the levels okay for everything? Alright, time to get going then. The four of us, members of the Crossbell Police Department Special Support Section, will now commence our infiltration and settle this case once and for all. Thank you, Abso. I appreciate it. Okay, wonderful. Thanks, Zero. Beautiful. Love to see it. Huh? Where am I? Oh, right. I said goodbye to my aunt and uncle, double-checked all my luggage, boarded the train, and... Are you alright, dearie? You jolted right awake. You were tossing and turning something fierce. Are you feeling under the weather? Oh no, I'm fine. Just a little sleep deprived, that's all. Lloyd, me too, buddy. We'll get through it. I had the strangest dream, though. Strange, you say? What kind of strange? Were you perhaps being swarmed by hordes of ladies? No, can't say it was that kind of a dream. Now, dear, don't tease the poor boy. How about an ice-cold lemonade to perk you up? I've got a whole bottle right here. Go on, don't be shy. Oh, well, if you don't mind. Thanks, that really hit the spot. I'm feeling better already. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Judging by your clothes, you aren't Erebonian. If I had to guess, I'd say you're from Crossbell, right? Oh, yes, sir. I lived abroad for a while, but I'm moving back to the city again. If you could tell that much, you two must be locals yourselves then.
共和国方面を旅行してちょうど戻ってきたところじゃよ。
Yep, we just finished a little vacation in the Republic, and we're on our way home now.
しかしそういうことなら今のクロスベルを見たら驚くかもしれんな。
If you're coming back from living abroad, I doubt you'll even recognize Crossbell.
そうですね。
That's true.
ここ2、3年で街並みも結構変わってしまって。
The city has changed drastically over the past 2 or 3 years.
やっぱりそうか。
I thought that might be the case.
実は最近何度か列車でクロスベル市を通り過ぎたんだけど、
I've caught glimpses of Crossbell City from train windows more than a few times recently.
ずいぶん背の高い建物が建つようになったみたいだね。
They've really added a lot of high rises, haven't they?
もともとクロスベルは大陸有数の貿易都市の一つじゃ。
They have. After all, Crossbell's always been the leading trade city in Zemuria.
金融業も発達していたため諸外国から皆が集まりやすい傾向にあったのじゃが、
Our ever-growing finance sector has seen a lot of foreign investors putting their money in development recently.
一昨年の不戦条約以来その流れが加速したようだな。
Especially after the non-aggression pact. It feels like we had new buildings going up as soon as the ink dried.
莫大なミラの投資対象としてデパートやらオフィスビルやらが次々と建てられているのじゃよ。
Department stores, office buildings. With all the Mira pouring in, these places popped up all over the city.
いろいろ便利になったのはいいけれど、少し目まぐるしくなったわね。
I admit, things have become much more convenient, but I don't know if I like all the hustle and bustle.
誰もがみんな時間とミラ儲けに追われるようになったというか。
Everyone's always rushing around, busy with this or that. It's like we've all become slaves to time and Mira.
あら、ごめんなさいね。せっかく帰ってきてくれたのに。
Oh, maybe we've said a bit too much. I'm so sorry,
悪
dearie.
いこと言ってしまったかしら。
Don't mind us old folk prattling on about doom and gloom. I hope we didn't ruin your big homecoming.
いや、気にしないでよ。
No, it's quite all right. My friend said the same thing in his
手
letters.
紙でいろいろと聞いているし、それにどんなに変わったとしてもクロスベルはクロスベルだから。
But it doesn't matter how much has changed. Crossbell will always be my home.
そう。
Of course.
若いのに分かっとるな。
Well said. I'm impressed to hear such words from someone your age.
それに引き換え最近の政治家どもときたら、
Compared to bright young men like you, all these new politicians are just...
やれ帝国派だのやれ
They're always the
共和国
empire
派だの
this or the republic that.
争いばかり繰り広げおって、
I'm sick of their partisan squabbling.
もはや信頼できるのはマクダイル市長しかおらんわい。
Can't trust anyone except for old Mayor McDowell.
おじいさん、おじいさん。
Now, dear, calm down.
ごめんなさいね。この人と来たら政治の話になるともう我を忘れてしまって。
Sorry about that. He tends to get carried away when it comes to politics.
いや、勉強になるよ。
It's fine. Details like this are good to know.
外国でもクロスベルタイムズは取り寄せていたんだけど、
I was getting issues of the Crossbell Times when I was abroad,
実際に話を聞いてみないと本当のところはわからないから。
but I'd much rather hear about these things directly from the people they affect.
お前さんもクロスベルタイムスの愛読者か。
A fellow avid reader of the Crossbell Times, eh?
多少ミーハーなところもあるが、なかなかいい記事を書く雑誌じゃろ。
I'm no fan of all their trendy puff pieces, but every so often they'll put out some hard-hitting articles.
少し自治州行政の問題点に突っ込んでほしいところだが。
I wish they'd dive a bit deeper into issues with the Crossbell diet, though.
なるほど。やっぱりいろいろあるみたいだね。
Is that so? Well, from the sound of it, there are plenty of topics to cover.
No.
Ah. Attention all passengers. We will be arriving in Crossbell City shortly. Passengers bound for Liberal or Remiferia via airship, please disembark here to transfer. Additionally, per Zemurian Railroad Corporation bylaws, this train will remain at Crossbell Station for 30 minutes upon arrival.
エレボニア方面に向かわれる方は入国申請書をご記入の上臨検官への提出をお願いいたします。
Passengers bound for Erebonia, please have your entry application ready for the inspection officer.
到着のようじゃな。
Sounds like we're almost there.
帝国軍人の顔など見たくもないし、とっとと支度をするとしようか。
Let's get our things together then. The less we see of those Imperial soldiers' ugly mugs, the better, far as I'm concerned.
そうだね。
Will do.
あれから3年か。
It's been 3 years since then.
セシルネートは何度か動力通信で話してるけど、
I made sure to keep in contact with Cecile, but
兄貴、セシルネ、
Guy, Cecile,
俺、やっと帰ってきたよ。
I'm finally back.
クロスベルにみんなで過ごした
Back to
あ
Crossbell,
の町に。
our home.
生きてるその意味を探しつつ
We love a good anime opening.
生きることさきっと
I got a lot of feelings about this game, y'all. It still feels a little unreal to actually be playing like a for reals localization of it. Prologue, special support section. Crossbell Station. And this is the central square of Crossbell City.
へえ、うわー、ずいぶん様変わりしたな。
Wow, things really have changed.
デパートなんか完全に新しくなってるし。
I can barely recognize the place with all these new department stores everywhere.
あれ、そっちの建物は。
What's that building over there?
去年オープンしたばかりのオーバルストアじゃよ。
Oh, that's the Orbital store. It opened up just last year.
最新の動力製品から動力車まで扱っておる店舗でな。
They carry darn near every kind of Orbital device, from household items to vehicles.
米国製、共和国製、リベール製、エプスタイン製。すべて扱っておるぞ。
Their shelves are lined with things from the Empire, the Republic, Liberal, heck, even from the Epstein Foundation. You name it, they've got it.
はあ、大したもんだね。
That's pretty impressive.
それに結構車も増えたみたいだ。
You know, I've also noticed a lot more cars on the streets.
3年前はほとんど見かけなかったんだけど。
You would hardly see them 3 years ago.
お金持ちにしか縁がないものだとは思うけど。
Too true, dearie. There are more of them out and about, but even so, they're still a luxury only rich folk can afford.
動力バスの本数が増えたのは正直。
Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Demonic Band-Aid. Welcome to the stream. I'm just thankful for our public transportation. Yes. Oh, beautiful. Okay, love to see it. Love to see a fellow Trails fan in chat. We have a bunch of buses that can take you wherever in the city you need to go.
南にある病院方面なんか30分ごとに走っているのよ。
Why, there's even one that runs to the hospital down south every half hour on the dot.
へえ、それは便利になったね。
Really? That is pretty convenient.
そうか。3年でそこまで変わったんだ。
Hard to believe so much has changed here in only 3 years.
さてと、ここまででいいぞ。
Well, we'd probably best say our goodbyes here.
就職先に顔を出すんじゃろ。
You still have to report in for your job, right?
うん。
Yes, you're right.
せっかくだから家まで運ばせてもらおうと思ったけど。
I wanted to at least help you carry your luggage home, though.
あらあら、ダメですよ。
Oh no, dearie, don't worry about us. More of an addict than a fan, just biding time until Kuro 2 releases on Steam. I feel that very heavily. I haven't played any of the games with the spreadsheets yet, but I've played everything that's localized, and like I still have the GeoFront versions of Zero and Azure on my PC, so
宅の初出勤。
I'm just hoping that we get a localization announcement for Kuro sooner rather than later. We don't want to make you late for work on your first day.
さあさあ、何事も初めが肝心じゃ。
She's right. No matter what you do, first impressions last. Remember that, son. Oh, that's right. Kuro 2 does come out today, huh?
確かにそうだね。
Okay, I give up. You make a good point.
しかし、戻ってきたばかりですぐ当てはあるのかね。
That reminds me. Seeing as you just returned, do you have a place to stay?
東通りでよければ下宿先は紹介できると思うが。
If you don't, I can introduce you to the inn over on East Street. Lovely place.
ああ、気持ちはありがたいけど、寮が用意されているらしいんだ。
I appreciate the offer, but I already have accommodation set up. Really patient, but there's no way you're waiting till late 2023 for Reverie. Late 2024 for Kuro 1. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we're still... I could see an East 10 announcement coming within the next year or so, but it's hard to say right now. But I definitely feel the impatience. Like, my hope is that once we've got the localizations for Azure and Nayuta done, then like maybe they'll start localizing the other ones a little quicker, just because that'll free up some resources, but who actually knows?
送った荷物もそちらに届いているはずだよ。
My things have probably already arrived there by now too. You've only played East 9? Ooh, definitely play the rest of the series. They are absolutely worth a play. I've played, I'm working through 9 right now, but that's the last one that I have to play. I've played all the other ones. They're good games. They're solid.
はは、そうじゃったか。
I'm glad to hear it.
私たちは東通りの外れの方で暮らしているの。
Well, the two of us live near the end of East Street.
何か困ったことがあったらいつでも頼ってらっしゃいな。
If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to drop by. We'd love to have you.
ありがとう。
Thanks, I appreciate it.
落ち着いたら挨拶に伺わせてもらうよ。
Once I'm settled in, I'll be sure to pay you a visit.
あ、しっかりな。
Of course, take care, lad. Alright, Band-Aid, $1,000,000 question. What is your favorite Trails game so far?
それじゃあまたね。
Hope to see you soon, dearie.
あれ
Top 3? Okay, that's fair.
あの雑居ビルちゃんと残っていたんだ。
I'm surprised that old place is still standing.
確かクロスベルタイムズが入っていたはずだけど。
I remember the Crossbell Times used to be in there. Wonder if they moved somewhere nicer.
懐かしいけどこの街並みじゃ浮いてるよな。
Seeing it again sure brings back memories. It really sticks out in the middle of all those new buildings, though.
さてと
Well then,
そ
better
ろ
get
そ
a
ろ
move
時
on.
間だ。
Azure, Kuro, and Sky Second Chapter, those are some real solid picks. I can respect those. I'm very glad to see that Kuro has gotten the reception that it has. It feels like it's landed, it's kind of, I don't know. It looks like it stuck the landing a little more than the first Cold Steel game did, which I am excited to hear and I'm excited to play it soon. Lloyd took out a letter from his pocket. Officer Lloyd Bannings, you are assigned to the Crossbell Police Department's Special Support Section. Please report in for duty on the designated date.
特務支援課
I'm very glad to hear that about Kuro.
聞かなかった名前だけど
Special Support Section. I don't remember that name ever popping up during my time at the police academy.
まだ制服も受け取ってないしどういう部署なんだろ
I can only imagine what kind of division this is. I mean, I wasn't even sent a uniform or anything.
う。まあいい。とにかく行けばわかるよな。
Oh well, I guess I'll find out soon enough.
さすがに警察の場所までは変わってないだろうし。
I'm sure the police department hasn't moved since the last time I was here, at least.
よし。初出勤と行きますか。
Alright, let's do this, Lloyd Bannings. It's also nice to be an adult and not a teenager. Yeah, I think the eldest protagonist apart from Kevin was Lloyd. That does sound correct. And it's nice to see the series kind of moving in that
クロスベル
direction.
警察前にも何度か訪ねてるけど
Sure enough, the Crossbell Police Department hasn't changed much.
ここが今日から俺の職場になるんだな。
This is where I'll be working from here on out. It hasn't quite sunk in yet.
さてとまずは受付に挨拶しておこう。
Well then, enough standing around. I should go check in with the receptionist.
こんにちは。ようこそクロスベル警察へ。
Good day, and welcome to the Crossbell Police Department.
どのようなご用件でしょうか。
How can I help you?
あいや
Well,
今日からここで働かせてもらうことになったロイド・バニングスと言います。
my name's Lloyd Bannings, and I'm a new recruit here. I got a letter telling me to report in today.
どうかよろしくお願いします。
It's nice to meet you.
そうだったんですか。
Oh, is that right?
嬉しいです。一緒に働くお仲間が増えて。
That's wonderful. I'm always happy to see new members joining the force.
あれでも
But
おかしいですね。
that's odd. Yeah, I agree that Cold Steel definitely kind of overloaded cast in the first game, and then from then on, it just felt very, very hard for them to go anywhere. My personal play order was so I actually started with Cold Steel. I played about 2 chapters in, and then I stopped and watched story summaries for everything up until Cold Steel. Played through Cold Steel 3, and then I went back and played through the Sky games. And played a little bit of the Geofront translations for Zero and Azure. And then I went and finished up 4, which was kind of an odd order, but it also... SSS were recently dethroned as your favorite party thanks to Kuro's group. Ooh. I'm very excited to see that then. Because I know Crossbell has like fantastic writing and the party dynamics are great, so I'm very excited to see that Kuro's group has similar stuff.
今日新人の方が来るっていう連絡は受けていないんですけど、
There's no information in the system about a new recruit coming in today.
その警察本部じゃなくて警備隊の方ではないですよね。
Are you sure you weren't supposed to go to the Crossbell Guardian Force?
いえ、警察本部で間違いないと思います。
Yes, I'm positive that I've been assigned to the Crossbell Police Department.
一応警察学校の方で捜査官の資格をもらいましたし。
It's everybody's favorite receptionist. Yeah, we love Fran. If you need proof, I can show you my detective qualifications I earned at the police academy.
捜査官試験に合格されているんですか？
Wow, you passed the detective exam?
すごいですね。新人の方では珍しいですよ。
That's amazing. It's not every day you see a newcomer this qualified.
いや運が良かっただけですよ。
It's not a big deal. I'm pretty sure I just got lucky.
それに今回試験を受けたのは自分だけだったみたいだし。
And besides, I was the only person that even took the exam this time.
またまた謙遜しないでくださいよ。
Oh, come on. No need to be so modest.
でもおかしいですね。だったらこちらにも連絡が来てるはずですけど。
But this is really bizarre. We should have been notified of your assignment already.
どちらの部署に配属される予定なんですか？
Do you happen to know what division you were assigned to?
はあ、それが
Yes, another Ren fan. Wonderful. Yeah, no. I love her so very, very much. And I'm glad that we get more of her. Oh, about that.
特務支援課っていう部署らしいんですけど。
I think it was called something like the Special Support Section.
特務支援課？
Unless you were talking about Risha when you mentioned Purple Hair Cinnamon Roll, but... The Special Support Section?
あれれ？そんな部署ありましたっけ？
I don't recall us having a division by that name. Ren is your absolute favorite character in Trails Maybe JRPGs period? Yup. Hard agree there.
ないんですか？
Wait, it doesn't even exist?
ちょっと待ってください。
Oh, wait, just a moment.
どこかでその名前を聞いたことがあるような。
I think I've heard that name somewhere, but I'm having a hard time remembering.
あ、
おお、来やがったか。
Oh, hey there, you made it.
セルゲイ警部。
Chief Sergey.
フラン、こいつは俺が引き取ろ
You can just leave him to me, Fran.
う。うちの新人なんでな。
He's one of the recruits for my division.
あ、なるほど。
Oh, I see.
警部が立ち上げた新部署の名前だったんですね。
So that's what your new division's called. No wonder I couldn't find the name.
ああ、よろしく頼むわ。
Yep, sorry to give you a scare like that. I'm sure we'll have the name in the files before long.
ま、半年も経たないうちに亡くなってるかもしれんがな。
Or maybe not. Hard to say if this team will last any longer than half a year.
Sir?
特務支援課課長、セルゲイ・ローだ。
I'm Sergey Liu, Chief of the Special Support Section. Find it ironic by nuking Zero Field's overlay, they're just ensured one will be made for Kuro 2 out of pure spite. Yeah, I feel that. What feels really weird about it is like... So when they cracked down on Geofront's Zero and Azure stuff, that was because like literally within a week they were announcing official localizations. So it feels very, very odd that we just haven't had any Kuro news in the meantime. by nuking that stuff, but I don't know. I can hope that we'll get an announcement soon.
お前がロイドか。
So you're Lloyd, huh?
はい、
Yes,
ロイ
sir.
ド・バニングスです。
Lloyd Bannings.
クロスベル警察特務支援課への着任を報告させて。
Reporting for duty to the Crossbell Police Department Special...
ああ、それはまだいい。
Hold the formalities for now. Huh?
着任報告をするのはまだ早いと言っている。
It's still a little early to be reporting in for your assignment.
ついてこい。他の連中を紹介しよう。
For now, follow me. I'll introduce you to the team.
え、あ、
Okay?
その頑張ってくださいね。
Well, best of luck?
いろいろ大変だとは思いますけど、ガッツがあれば大丈夫ですよ。
I'm sure you'll have your work cut out for you, but just give it your all and you'll be fine.
はあ、
Thanks. Why do I suddenly have a bad feeling about all this? Oh,
おっと、おいでなすったようだな。
well, look who finally decided to show up.
待たせたな。こいつが最後のメンバーだ。
Sorry for the wait, everyone. Here's the final member of our little team.
おい、自己紹介。
Don't just stand there. Introduce yourself.
あ、はい、
Right.
あれ先輩にしては顔ぶれが
All three of them look too young to be senior officers of the CPD.
同じ新人。あ、いや、それにしたって若すぎる子もいるような。
Are they also rookies? Then again, that girl looks like she's too young to even be part of the force. Hey, thank you for the head pats, Redeem.
おい、どうした？
Hey, snap out of it. You never give an introduction before?
名前と出身だけでいい。
It ain't hard, kid. Just give your name and where you're from.
すみません、
Sorry, sir.
ロイド・バニングス。ここ、クロスベル市の出身です。
My name is Lloyd Bannings, and I was born in Crossbell.
しばらくの間、外国で暮らしていたんですけど、
Until recently, I'd been living abroad. You're at the point where you're just gonna buy future games completely untranslated and wing it. Yeah, I can feel that. It does feel like unless they do some real serious catch up in terms of like closing that gap between the localizations, I don't know. It just feels more and more distant.
この度、警察に入るにあたり、戻ってくることになりました。
But I've decided to return home in pursuit of joining the CPD.
これからよろしくお願いします。
I look forward to working with all of you.
おお、真面目だね。
Wow, that intro was so proper and serious. I'm almost impressed.
おっす。俺はランディ。ランディ・オルランドだ。
Hey there, I'm Randy Orlando.
趣味はナンパ、ギャンブル、グラビア雑誌の鑑賞ってところだ。
My hobbies include the finer things in life, namely flirting with lovely ladies, gambling, and perusing the latest girly
後
mags.
でお前さんには俺の秘蔵コレクションからとっておきを貸してやるよ。
If you ever want to borrow an issue from my prize collection, you just let me know, yeah? Daddy Falcom has a track record of not adapting to trends until it really starts to hurt the revenue streams. Woof. Is that... Yeah, that is the truth.
え
You're what?
はじめまして、エリー・マクダールです。
Pleased to meet you. My name is Ellie McDowell.
あなたと同じクロスベル市の出身です。
I'm Crossbellin, much like yourself.
よろしくお願いしますね。
I look forward to working with you.
ああ、
Likewise.
どうも、ティオ・プラトレマン自治州から来ました。
Tio Plato, Lehman State. Oh, absolutely. I 100% agree on that. Like, they do some very frustrating things business-wise, and it sucks as a longtime fan of all their stuff. Also, Tio's here, my girl.
よろしく。
A pleasure to meet you.
よろしく。
Yeah, you too.
セルゲイ課長
Chief Sergey,
なんだ
what is it?
特務支援課というのは一体どういう場所なんですか
I've been wondering, what exactly is the Special Support Section?
その自分も含めて随分若い顔ぶれのような
There are only a handful of members, and everyone here, myself included, is fairly young.
まいろいろあってな
Well, there's been a lot of stuff going on here at the CPD recently.
ちなみに全員お前と同じく期待のルーキーばっかりだ
Everyone at this table is a promising young rookie. The fact that Sky First Chapter was released in 2004 and we didn't get it till 2011, yeah. Those initial release schedules were real rough.
気楽でいいだろう
Thank you, Zero. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a good day. So at the very least, it'll be nice to work with people your age, yeah?
は
I guess, but,
いいのかしら
is this really okay for a police division?
ま口やかましい先輩がいないってのはありがたいね
Well, I can tell you I'm glad we don't have any bossy old-timers looking down their noses at us.
なんだこの状況
What in the world is this?
なんだか無性に不安になってきたぞ
That bad feeling of mine just keeps getting worse.
こちらセルゲイ
Sergey speaking.
おおご苦労さん
That's so. Good work.
あれは携帯用の通信端末
Is that a portable communication device?
そんなものまで実用化されているのか
I'm surprised they've already integrated them into the police force.
ああ了解だ
Yeah, roger that.
それじゃあ後始末の方は任せてくれ
You can leave the rest to us.
よし喜べルーキーども
Alright, rookies, got good news for you.
この特務支援課がどんな仕事をするのか
You wanted to know what kind of responsibilities the SSS is going to have, right?
これから素敵な場所でじっくりと体験させてやろう
Well, we're about to go on a little trip where you can find out firsthand.
ここは
Station Street?
駅前通りの外れ
Does he want us to follow him down the stairs? What exactly is down there?
後始末とか言ってたが
He told whoever he was talking to that we'd handle the rest.
まさか資材を片付けろとか言うんじゃないだろう
Man, I hope this isn't some sort of boring cleanup duty.
うーん
ここから先はクロスベル市の地下に広がるジオフロント区画になる
Behind that door is the Geofront, a vast network of tunnels running underneath Crossbell City.
今からこの中に潜ってもらう
And you guys will be making your way through it.
潜
Huh?
るって
Could you tell us why we're doing this?
おいおいどういうことっすか
Yeah, what's this have to do with anything?
お前たちの総合能力および実践テストのためだ
For starters, it'll serve as a test to evaluate your combat skills and overall aptitude.
ジオフロント内部はそれほど手強くはないが魔獣の類が徘徊している
They might not be all that strong, but there are a bunch of different monsters roaming around down there.
それらを掃討しながら一番奥まで行ってもらおう
It's your job to dispose of them and reach the deepest section of the tunnels.
なるほど
Alright then.
実践テストかま
A combat
それ
test,
なら
huh?
気が楽かね
Fine by me.
ちょっと待ってください
Wait a second.
テストはともかくどうして魔獣の徘徊する場所にわざわざ入る必要があるんですか
Test or not, why are we the ones going into an area infested with monsters?
警備隊じゃあるまいし
Isn't that a job for the Guardian Force?
確かに普通は捜査官の仕事じゃないだろ
I'll admit, this isn't the kind of work a typical detective would be doing,
うだが特務支援課に所属するメンバーは話が別だ
but you're members of the SSS, making it a different story altogether.
え
Come again?
詳しい説明は後だ
We'll talk details later.
まずはこいつを受け取れ
First things first. Here. Sergey gave a handheld device to each of the SSS members.
これは
Would this be...
新型の戦術オーブメント
Is this the newest model of Orbment?
へえずいぶん洒落たデザインだな
Damn, it's pretty slick. I like it.
第5世代戦術オーブメント
The Enigma,
エニグマ
a 5th generation battle orbment.
ようやく実戦配備ですか
Is it finally ready for combat?
ああ、財団の方から先日届いたばかりの新品だ。
Guess so. The Foundation shipped him out a couple of days ago,
お前たちの適性に合わせてすでに調整もされている。
and they've already been adjusted to fit your individual aptitudes.
使い方は、ティオ、お前がレクチャーしてやれ。
As for how to use them, Tio, you're up.
面倒だけど了解です
If I must.
新型用のクォーツはありますか
Thank you, Vivi! Thank you so much for stopping by! Were you also supplied with quartz for this particular model? You're like barely waking up? Don't even worry about it, friend. You are totally fine.
ああ、少ないが受け取れ。
Yeah, it's not much, but here you go. Received quartz of each type.
それと肝心のこいつだ。
Also, you won't get far without this. Received Geofront A key.
それじゃあ一通り魔獣を相当したら本部に戻ってこい。
Come back to headquarters once you've taken care of the monsters.
細かい話はその後してやろう。
We'll talk more after that.
おっと。
Oh, right.
ついでにこいつも渡しておくぞ。
I better hand these over to you, too. Received Detective Notebook. Combat Notebook. The Special Support section dutifully records events that happen throughout the game in the Detective Notebook. Check its contents by selecting Detective Notebook after opening items from the camp menu or by pressing R and A on the field. From here, you can refer to the Help menu to review tutorials. The Special Support section dutifully records the data of each enemy you fight in the Combat Notebook. Like the Detective Notebook, you can view its contents by selecting Combat Notebook under Items or by pressing R and D on the field.
ちょっと課長
Wait, you're leaving already?
ああ、それドロイド。
Sure am. Oh, and Lloyd?
とりあえずお前、リーダーな。
You're a team leader for now.
え
Me? Why?
今のところ、捜査官としての正式な資格を持っているのは、
Because you're the only certified detective here.
そんじゃ任せたぞ。
Well, good luck, guys.
ははは押し付けられちまったな。
Sure drew the short end of the stick, huh, Lloyd?
でも捜査官の資格を持っている人がいて心強いです
I do find it reassuring to have a proper detective on the team.
ロイドさんよろしくお願いしますね
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Detective Bannings.
なあ
Yeah,
いや呼び捨てでいいよ
you too, Ellie. If it's okay with you, I think we can drop the formalities, though.
見たところ年も近いみたいだし
We're all about the same age, more or less.
そうちなみに私は18だけど
Are we? I'm 18, by the way.
なあ
So am I. What about you two?
俺は21だが、堅苦しいからタメ口でいいぜ。
I'm 21, but I better not catch you calling me sir or anything like that.
よろしくな、ロイド、エディ。
Let's kick some ass together, guys.
ええこちらこそ
Agreed.
なあよろしく頼むよ
Glad to have you two here.
それで君の方は
And that leaves you, Tio. Mind telling us your age?
14ですが
14.
問題が
Will that be a problem?
い
No,
や別に問題があるわけじゃ
of course not.
って14歳
Wait, 14?
なんだ、見た通りの年ってわけか。
Well, how about that? Turns out you're exactly as young as you look.
驚いたそんな若くて警察に入れるものなのね
It's hard to believe you're already a police officer at that age.
いやいやどう考えてもおかしいから
No, back up. This doesn't make any sense, no matter how you look at it.
確か一般の警察官でも16歳以上だったはずだし
You have to be at least 16 before you can even join the police force.
日曜学校も卒業していない子がどうして警察なんかに
How can someone who's not even old enough to have graduated Sunday school become a police officer?
正確に言うと
Because I'm not
私は
one.
警察官ではないですエプスタイン財団から出向したテスト要員ですので
I was transferred here by the Epstein Foundation for testing purposes.
え
What?
エプスタインっていや、さっきの戦術オーブメントの。
The Foundation? Oh, didn't they make those orbments we just got?
そう
I think I understand now.
ここ数年クロスベル氏が財団と協力して大規模な計画を進めているのは聞いていたけど
I've heard that Crossbell City's been cooperating with the Foundation on a large-scale project for several years.
動力ネットワーク計画
Correct.
です
The
ね。
Orbital Network Project.
そちらにも少しは関わっていますが、
While
私の
somewhat
出
related,
向目的は別にありま
the
す。
reason for my transfer is this,
これです。
それは
and that's
機械仕掛けの杖。
a mechanical staff?
オーバルスタッフと言います。
Correct again. It is called an Orbital staff.
この新武装の実戦テストのため、私は財団から出向しました。
I was transferred to test this weapon's effectiveness in real combat scenarios.
ロイドさん、ご理解いただけましたか？
Do you understand now, Lloyd?
ちょっと待ってくれ。
Hold on a second. Let me get this straight.
もしかしてその杖を使って君も戦うのか？
You're telling me you're going to fight monsters with a staff?
捜査官の資格があるのに、ずいぶん察しが悪いんですね。
For a certified detective, you are exceptionally slow.
実戦テストのために出向したと言いましたが、
I believe I made myself clear. What do you fail to comprehend?
まあまあここで揉めても仕方ないぜ。
Come on, you guys. Bickering like this won't get us anywhere.
この先のジオフロントってのがどれだけ危険かは知らないが
Now, I don't know exactly how dangerous this Geofront place is, so we better make sure we're all focused. Aw, thank you for the heart stand.
まずはあのおっさんが押し付けてきたミッションをクリアすることを考えようや。
Sooner we finish this mission that old man forced on us, the sooner we can get back.
そうね。納得できないことも多いけど、
I still have a lot of questions, but yes, I agree.
わかった。
You're right. Arguing is pointless.
すまないティオ。気分を
I'm
悪
sorry
く
if I
して
offended you,
謝るよ。
Tio.
別に。あなたの反応は常識的だとは思いますから。
It is fine. Your reaction was justified given the information currently available to you.
ところで、私の武装はこのオーバルスタッフですが、
Now, back on topic. As I said, I will be utilizing my Orbital staff to fight.
皆さんの武装は何ですか？
What weapons do you three use?
なあ
My
それ
weapon
じゃ
of choice?
俺の獲物はこれだよ。
Well, I specialize in these.
こいつだ。
それは警棒の一種。
Are those some sort of police batons?
トンファーか。東方で使われる武具だな。
No, those are tonfas. They're an Eastern weapon.
殺傷力よりも防御と制圧力に優れているらしいが
The way I hear it, they're designed to focus on self-defense and suppression rather than offensive power.
なるほど。警察官らしい装備ね。
I see. A fitting choice for a police officer, then.
いろいろ試してみたんだけど、これが一番しっくりきてね。
I tried out other weapons, but these feel the most natural.
で、エリーとランディの獲物は
So, what about you two?
私はこれね。
Ah, right. Take a look.
はい。
動力銃。少し古いタイプですね。
An Orbital gun. It appears to be an older model, though.
ずいぶん綺麗な銃だな。
Maybe, but it's beautifully crafted.
競技用に特別にカスタムしてもらったものよ。
It was custom made for marksmanship competitions.
旧式だけど、狙いの正確さは期待してくれてもいいと思う。
It may be an oldie, but its precision is unparalleled.
お自信満々だね。
Confident. I like it.
そんじゃ俺はこいつだ。
Now, let me introduce you to my partner in crime.
こいつだ。
それはずいぶん大きな武器だな。
That's quite the weapon, Randy.
中世の騎士が使っていたハルバードみたいな形ね。
It looks similar to the halberds used by knights during the Middle Ages.
財団の武器工房で見かけたことがあります。
I've seen them in our factories before.
動力を衝撃力に変換するユニットがついていますね。
It's equipped with a unit that converts orbital energy into shockwaves.
ああ、スタンハルバードだ。
Bingo. This baby's called a stun halberd.
ちょいと重くて扱いにくいが、一撃の威力はなかなかのもんだぜ。
Its weight can make it difficult to get the hang of, but it's unmatched in terms of raw power.
なるほど。
Impressive.
ティオの杖がどういうものかはわからないけど、
While I still don't quite understand how Tio's staff
魔
works,
獣との戦闘になったらバランスよく戦えそうだな。
I think overall we make a pretty balanced team.
確かに。
I think so too.
まあ、そのあたりも考えて俺たちを集めたのかもしれんな。
That's probably one of the reasons the four of us were put together in the first place.
あのおっさん、とぼけた顔して結構したたかそうだったし。
The chief may act all laid back and casual, but he's actually pretty serious when it comes down to it.
そうですね。
I concur.
私のオーバルスタッフの性能はおいおい説明するとして、
I will save the explanation of my staff specifications for later.
先ほど支給された戦術オーグメントの性能を説明しますか？
For now, would you like me to explain how our battle orbments work? We are good. I have
Yeah.
seen this tutorial many a time. I think we're good.
見たところ使い方は従来のものとほとんど変わっていないみたいだし、
They don't look too different from the ones I'm familiar with.
ああ、そうですね。
Correct. Well, mostly.
どちらかというと、今回のバージョンアップは
The main difference from the older models is the addition of a new function,
別機能って
and that would be
現時点では関係ないので、あまりお気になさらず。
it is unnecessary for this mission, so do not concern yourself with it for now.
微妙に気になるけど、
That just makes me even more curious.
それじゃとにかく中に入ってみよ
Well, if everyone's ready, let's begin our descent into the geofront.
う。まずは安全に気をつけて進んだ
And
方が良
remember,
さそうだ。
safety first.
ええ、そうね。
Of course.
了解です。
Roger.
んじゃ行くとしますか。
Let's get this show on the road. You have earned a noteworthy beginning achievement for receiving the detective notebook. As you can see, during the game you may unlock achievements when fulfilling certain conditions. Unlocking achievements will also give you points that you can use to unlock various features after clearing the game. You can check your achievements by selecting Record under the System menu in the Camp menu. Okay, I'm very sorry, y'all, but I am, like, super exhausted after work today. So this may just be where we have to call it for today. I know this is literally, like, as soon as we get control of our party, but, this might be something that I play on stream a little more later. Let me get out of this real quick, and then we'll hop back over to the chatting screen for just a little while. Okay, thank you so much to everyone who came by. I apologize for the confusion with the emote mode chat at the very start of the stream. I am like running on half a brain cell and very little energy, so thank you for being patient with me on that front. Very much appreciate everyone who came out. We will do another cozy stream on Saturday morning. We've got some more Atelier Ryza that we're going to play, which I'm very excited for. And then sometime Saturday night, I should have the schedule for next week that'll be going up. There'll be some neat stuff coming up in that next week, so I hope you guys keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, I hope that the rest of your morning goes nice and relaxing. And yeah, I will see you around, so take care.